the Royal Caribbean Seaplex.
The Seaplex, the best thing on what we think is probably one of the best things, particularly on Royal Caribbean ships that visit Australia, the Quantum class ships. This thing's magnificent.
We keep referencing it to a PCYC, your youth clubs. It is the size of one of those.
Yeah, it's a huge community centre at sea that keeps the whole family active.
Yeah,
really.
pretty much.
There's always activities there for all ages.
Hey Deb,
Hey Matt.
do you know what the one bit of advice is that I always give new cruisers? They should seize the day.
Okay, so we've started unpacking the first bag. We were waiting for the second one, just chilling out in the room for a little while, and got a phone call. And because we were starting to wonder where our second bag was, got a phone call. Apparently, we have a forbidden item that's been detected in our bag.
But it is the 8th night on this cruise and we are here to have some fun on Quantum of the Seas with bumper cars. Check this out. How cool is this? You get to do bumper cars while you're at sea.
Alright, let's have a look at the bathroom. I like the royal bathrooms.
I love the royal bathrooms.
Why do you love the royal bathrooms?
Because you don't have shower curtains.
Matt is not a fan of the shower curtains.
Okay, so that's step 4 on how to get to your food on your first day and 5 steps for first time cruises.
That's
Now,
a lot of mouthful.
that is all it meant for. So now we're heading off to the lifts at the rear of the ship because that's where you want to get to Windjammer. That's the best way to get your food quick and easy on day 1 for first time cruises. So rear of the ship we go. We are up on the Lido deck. It is the New Year's Eve party about to kick off. It's going to be a cracker night.
Hey Deb,
Hey Matt.
what did one ocean say to the other?
What?
Nothing. They just waved.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
Good evening.
We're back.
Back again. Guess who's back? Deb and Matt. Okay, that was not rehearsed. whatsoever.
We are always in sync, my love.
Oh, 100%.
Always,
100%.
It's Wednesday. That means we're hanging out with you awesome people.
And it's hump day.
And it's hump day.
And it's a short week. Or for us here in Queensland, it's a short week. We had the King's birthday on Monday.
Oh, that's right. We had a public holiday on Monday.
Which actually isn't great work-wise because it's a day behind. So that wasn't fantastic, unfortunately.
No. True. It certainly wasn't.
All right, let's get into some hellos, shall we?
Let's get into some hellos, Deb.
All right.
Who have we got?
Hey, Mark.
Yes, daylight savings has struck again.
I'm actually going to have I'll comment about that in a minute. Comment on that in a minute.
Yeah.
The words are working really well so far. All right. Anyway, nice to see you, Mark.
How many glasses of wine have you had?
Oh, this is it. This is the first.
This is the first?
Yes.
Fran is on board with us this evening.
Fran.
G'day,
Nice to
Fran.
see you.
And who else have we got? We've got
Tony and Karen.
G'day, guys. Glad to have you on board tonight.
Hope you've enjoyed the Crown Princess series
Yes.
that we've put up.
Yep.
I think most of them are up now.
Yeah.
Although we've got some little specialty
we've got the
type ones that we're going to do.
The quick bite one left. Yep.
Yeah.
So, who else have we got?
Hello,
Janice.
Janice.
G'day. Mark is back.
Yeah, he went and then he came back. Yes.
Excellent. Ron Warren is on board.
Ron.
G'day, Ron. And Kaz is here too.
Nice to see you, Kaz.
Who else have we got? Who's here
We got
tonight?
Tisha.
Tisha's here. We are well, indeed. Beck Donaldson is here.
Hey, Beck.
G'day, Beck. And we've got Robin Owl on board.
Good evening, guys.
These guys are super busy this week. You may have seen the video. Let us know in the comments. Did you see the video they put out this week? They are heading back to Japan. I know,
I'm
jealous, right?
Completely jealous.
We both have decided with our jobs we're going separate ways later this month for conferences, and
we are. We may miss Alive in a couple of weeks.
We've still got to talk through the logistics of Alive in a couple of weeks, or whether we're going to be able to make it happen or not. Because you'll be, I think, in the air.
I'm in Melbourne.
Yeah, but you'll be.
No.
Oh, you'll be there.
Yeah, I'll be in Melbourne.
Oh, but you've got a function that night. I might
Maybe.
have to fly Seoul.
Maybe. Anyway, we'll see.
We'll see. We'll work that out. But Robin now they've put out a video. They are heading to Japan this week. Very, very exciting.
So jealous.
And very jealous. Yes, we are. But we couldn't go with them on that one, unfortunately, because of the conferences.
Hey to our favorite cruising tea ladies. Nice to see you guys.
Good to see you. We've got Katrina
Hey,
is
Tina.
here. And Lister Cruises is here. G'day.
Hey.
Hello. Welcome on board. JJ's here as well. G'day, JJ.
Good evening.
Anita is here. We've got Chantel on board as well. Raylene is on board with us.
Hey guys.
We've got Nikki and Howie here as well. Good
Nice
evening.
To see
Good
you
evening.
back.
Joe is back. You guys and Sean are both on at the same time due to the bloody daylight savings. Yes, we are, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was one of those hard things to choose. So sorry to split people.
Yep. But,
don't mean to do that.
Say good day to Sean for us, Joe,
please
if
do.
you head over there, and we may get over there. We'll see what happens.
Hey, Scylla.
Scylla is on board. Hey. And Beck's from
You
the
are
sunny
from
coast.
the sunny coast.
Yes, and we are well.
Not
we
far
are
up
well.
the road.
No, not too far at all. JJ worked on the public holiday.
Oh, boo.
That sucks. Mind you, we were both working. So Deb helps with editing, right? She does help with editing, but I really had her. You may have seen the video we put out this week, and we'll talk about it a bit more in a minute on the Ultimate Guide to Trans-Pacific Cruising. And that sucker took a long time, and I had Deb sitting in the office chair behind me here and going through and helping out.
I had to help.
It was taking a while. Rowan and Noni are here. We've just been to the pool and we'll be home soon. Nice. The joys of daylight savings, right?
Have you missed so much?
You haven't missed anything. We've only just started, friend. It's all good. It's all good. Robin is here as well.
Hey, Robin.
Christine
is here on board with us.
Good
Is
evening.
Wyatt with you tonight, Christine? Let us know. Linda's
Hey, Linda.
here. And Lister is asking, how hot is the weather up in Queensland? It's starting to get warm.
Starting to get warm. I'm not a fan.
No, we had a 30 degree day last week.
No, we've had a couple of
And,
32s. This weekend is going to be 33 on Saturday.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where we are here, not
Yeah.
inland.
No, here.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Let alone us. We're probably going to be up around that 34, 35.
I've got an idea on where we can go and catch some sea breezes this week, and I want to go and suss something out. I haven't told you about this yet.
Ooh, okay.
Unfortunately, it's not a cruise, but
Boo.
glad to be here again. G'day, Les. Yes, glad to have you on board, mate. Mike's here. G'day, Mike. Without Darlene, she's working overnight again.
Aww.
But I do have permission to watch myself, and she'll catch up on the episode tomorrow. While you're
I love that you've got the permission, Mike.
Yeah, good to have you on board, mate. Good to have you here. Friend just got back from a cruise, got sick, and a run of
House
house
sits.
hits. But I'm back.
Oh, it's always sad, to get. Unfortunately, it is part of cruising.
Cruise blues.
Mm.
Let us know. That's a good thing. Let us know in the comments. What do you do to cope with cruise blues?
But she got sick. It's not.
Yeah,
blues.
I know she got sick,
Oh, okay.
but you always feel down when you get back from a cruise. So I'm curious to know how people deal with
Book
the
another
cruise
cruise.
blues. Yeah, that's expensive. Robin is here. Finally caught us on a live. Yes, you did. Welcome
Yay.
aboard for tonight. Linda
Hey,
Armstrong is here. G'day, Linda. Pete from the Cruise Craze fam is here. It is nearly cruise season. That is true. Like, there was a bit of a soft start to the cruise season at the weekend, or week or so ago, when Crown Princess returned from her world cruise, and this weekend you've got Luminosa arriving back in Sydney, and a couple of weeks later you've got Anthem arriving. So
Absolutely.
super exciting time indeed. Very excited for that. We've got Amy's here.
Hey, Amy. Yes, we are well. Thank you for
We are.
asking.
Scylla says yes, they're on MSC. That's in reply to Robin Owl's video.
Yeah.
Tisha, yes, Lucky Ducks. That would be awesome going to Japan. So I saw the video as well.
100%.
Paul is here. G'day, Paul. Welcome
Hey,
on
Paul.
board. Right, Steve Planes and Legos here. Crossly's first cruise, nice single digits.
Nearly
like
single
Christmas.
digits. Nearly.
Check-in done, tags printed. Bring on New Zealand.
Woo.
That's going to be great. Very
Oh,
exciting.
yeah, absolutely. Bring it on.
Tony and Karen, they're 3 days from their first carnival cruise.
Oh, which one are you
Enjoy it.
going
They're
on?
on Encounter.
Oh, okay.
Going on Encounter.
Nice.
Les raced home to see the 7 p.m. live stream. Thanks, mate. Love it. Feeling the love.
Love you.
No Wyatt tonight. Oh, okay.
Oh, shame. School night.
School night. Fair.
Yeah,
Fair.
maybe.
Ali is here. G'day, Al. Looking bright. Room looks bright. Yeah, we decided we'd keep the lights on. We thought it actually
The main
looked-
light.
the main light as well
Yeah.
up above. Just felt brighter.
Oh,
So
sunshine energy waves coming through.
Yeah.
Oh, Al. I love you.
all right, Kenko Cruising
was
is here.
this?
I don't know. This was like me sort of like sunshine and rainbows. I don't know. Whatever.
Let's just go with
Let's
it.
go with it. Kenko Cruising is here. G'day.
Oh, nice. Thank you for joining.
Rowan says to deal with cruise blues, they book another cruise, so they agree
100%.
with you.
We're with you.
Cruising T-Lead, ladies the same. Cope with post-cruise blues or book another cruise. Everyone's saying book another cruise.
Yeah.
We battled cruise blues by booking another cruise.
It's 100%.
Yeah. We had Christine says straight back to their agent looking into another cruise. Friend says I got sick from my cabin buddy. Oh man, those cabin buddies.
Ah,
Cabin buddies.
I've had that.
When?
This person here.
When?
Back on
Oh, when we did Singapore.
that's the one.
The
Thank
Penang, Penang and Phuket
Yes,
cruise.
you
Yeah.
made me sick.
Yes.
Yeah. So those cruise buddies, maybe go solo.
Well,
What,
you can do a solo cruise if you want to do a solo cruise. You can do a solo cruise. Rob and I are in discussions again about a buddies cruise,
I have no doubt
a boy-
whatsoever.
boys and buddies cruise. So,
All right.
Linda's got a friend on Encounter right now.
Nice.
Noni says, book another cruise. And Pete for Cruise Cruise Fam says, good time to cruise Carnival. They have their Halloween theme on at the moment for this month, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah, it certainly does look it. We're going to talk about Halloween cruises in just a moment.
We certainly are.
But yes, Deb,
All
let's get
my
in.
tip for the week.
Let's get in. Let's start with your tip for the week.
Okay, so this week I thought I would actually touch base on, and this may be for, first-time cruisers in particular, or maybe those that, haven't really thought about it. But when you're picking your cabin, what do you actually look for? So I made the rookie error on our first ever cruise that we did, or I did, back umpteen years ago, that we booked a cabin and unfortunately it was directly underneath the duty free. So all I heard was high heels, like tapping through the cabin at all times of the day and night. So I think Matt's brought up a picture. I would just suggest when you are looking at booking a cabin, don't just look at the deck you're on. If you're looking at just the deck you're on, so if you book going, I want to be near an elevator, just remember that past that elevator, you've probably got, depending where you are, of course, but you might have 20 cabins. So that's 20 people running past your cabin, making noise. If you're worried about that at night, it might be a lot more than 20. But that's one thing to look at, is where you're situated. If you don't want any noise, go directly to the front, directly to the back. If you're going to do that, though, be mindful that you will get more of a rock. So depending on what ship adventure that you're going to go on, think about, are you crossing the Bass Strait or going international? Sometimes those waters can be a little bit rockier. So the front and the back will be rocky. But I just ask, if you jump on to whatever ship that you've got and look at deck plans for that ship, you can look at what's above you and what's below you.
Yeah, this is really important. So if we look at this, I just randomly pulled up Carnival Encounter here. So if you have a look, you've got the Byron Beach Club here, and then all these cabins on deck 14 are directly below the pool and the spa and all that area. So because you got the beauty salon all through there, as well as the Byron Beach pool.
Yeah, look, I wouldn't think it's a big thing during the day necessarily for Byron Beach Club. It's probably more about when you get to those high decks and having the pools, having the sports courts, having kids clubs, whatever it may be.
Even here though, right? So if you look on deck 12, so all these cabins sort of here are all directly under the main pool on, deck 14 as well. So you've got the pool, the sun lounges getting dragged around, all those sorts of things. So, you can get a bit of noise with that. So now the thing I have to ask about this, Deb, in terms of this tip is how much consideration or weighting do we, it's a bit of a tip because we got asked this the other day, do we put on a guaranteed cabin versus picking a cabin, particularly like when it's a short cruise versus a long cruise and that sort of thing?
Yeah, 100%. Like, it will depend on the price, to be honest, for us. And if I'm looking at a shorter cruise, I may not be as picky as I am on a longer cruise.
Yep.
And I will look at it because so many times you look at a guaranteed room where they pick it for you versus us picking our cabin. Sometimes it could be $50. So just check that price difference out, because if it's only a small amount, to me it's worth jumping on and picking a cabin.
Yeah. Look, I agree. It really does depend on that cost differential, doesn't it?
Yeah.
More than anything.
There's many times that we pick guarantee because we're like, it is not worth it. It's 3 nights potentially or something like that. And depends where we're going. Do we want to see the outside? If we're, traveling to a different destination that we haven't seen before, we would actually probably like to book a balcony rather than an interior or an outside view or whatever it may be.
We generally, for Sydney, we will try and get balconies. You just can't beat a sail out from Sydney with the balcony.
You may have seen our time lapse videos
that we do. So
I just say, when you're booking it, if you're going to choose your cabin, make sure you look above and below.
Yeah.
If you want to be near a laundry, if there's laundry services, find out where the laundry is. Find out, what is above and beyond you, above and below you. Sorry, is it dining? Is it entertainment? So if you're above, one of the like the Princess Theatres or something like that, expect that it's going to be noisy until 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. If you're an early bird, that may not early to bed.
Yeah.
That may not help. So.
Well, that's another good example, isn't it? Like you look at this area here, you got the Marquee Theatre, and then you've got these cabins here on deck 8, directly above.
Noise does travel, and believe me.
It does. Like it is getting better and better, and that. But we noticed we were in these cabins. We were at 8206, I think it was.
That was a brilliant cabin.
Absolutely brilliant cabin. But and look, I would actually say if you can book on. If you're doing a longer cruise on Encounter or Adventure, and you can get one of those cabins at the front.
We actually didn't hear that. I mean, mind you, to be honest, we're actually not in our rooms at
we're normally in the show.
Yeah, so. Correct.
So anyway, there we go. Look, Chris Hooper's comment there is look for cabins with cabins all around. Makes a lot of sense. Noni says midship and lower deck if possible. No restaurant or pool above. No above smoking area if we have a balcony. Really good point there as well. Actually, I have a video that I'm going to be putting out in the next week or two, which is a sort of, it'll only be a short one, but it's basically what cabins we wouldn't book if we were on a Quantum class ship. You know that we love the Quantum class ships. Absolutely love them to death. But there are definitely some cabins we wouldn't book. And one of the big reasons for them is the smoking area. So we're going to talk to you all about that in an upcoming video.
Absolutely.
But obviously midship helps with stability as well.
100% it does. Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, as I said, it depends on what cruise you're actually going on.
Yeah, definitely. All right, let's get into a couple more comments just quickly, and then we'll get into some more cruise news and other bits and pieces. Les is 81 days until the New Year's voyage on Voyager. I was going to say, I hadn't even looked at the countdown, so that's
where with
brilliant.
you, Les? We're on that one as well. Woohoo!
Wow.
I hadn't got 81. Oh, jeez.
Wow.
I hadn't even thought about that one.
That's a bit scary. Yeah.
Just
Okay, yeah. The year is coming to a close.
Oh my gosh. You've done that one.
Done that one. Cruise Blues. No, not ready for that. Les said we had booked a guaranteed interior cabin on Quantum of the Seas and didn't realize we were right under the kids club until we attempted an afternoon nap.
Yes.
Yep.
These are the things I'm talking about.
Yeah, definitely. Christine says, I look for midship cabins above and below, and when we're doing whole family balconies next to each other so we can open the balcony divider and go between rooms easily. Yeah, that's a really good point as well. A lot of people don't realize most cruise ships with balconies, generally speaking, the balconies can be opened up so you can go between them. So even if it's not an interconnecting room, the balconies quite often can be unlocked by the cabin steward, which is really cool.
100%. I think that's what we booked on New Year's.
No, we've got interconnecting.
Oh, interconnecting.
Yep.
Different.
For Voyager. Yep.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Michael says we're flying down to Sydney from Brisbane for the first 2 back-to-back Luminosa cruises and are looking forward to Sydney sail away as a bucket list tick-off.
Nice.
That's awesome, mate. You will absolutely love it.
100%.
Highly recommend it. If you have not sailed out of Sydney, you need to sail out of Sydney. I would have said just that, and that's where the conversation would have ended until we did the Crown Princess sailing out of there. And I said, I've changed it now. If you can do a sail out from Sydney, do a sail out from Sydney, but you need to do it twice. You need to do the day sailings, which we've done, and then the night, because that night sailing,
incredible.
Sailing out of Sydney at night is a whole other experience again, and just absolutely stunning.
100%.
Nikki and Harris say they love Deck 14. We stayed in 14222 just recently in the cabin beside us in November 2024. Noise didn't see the problem. Good to know.
Excellent. I love all those tips.
Yep, definitely love when we have people in our community sharing their experiences. Christine says she's noticed that Carnival do Deck 10 balconies on Encounter for less than Deck 11 or 12, whereas P&O used to charge more. Interesting point.
Oh, thanks, Christine.
Good
Have
to
to have a
know.
look at that one.
Cruise Blues, like the last 365 days, watch Cruise Crash fam, Rob and Ellie and you guys. All your advice has been so helpful for a first time. Love
Awesome.
it. Love it.
That's why we do it. Like, we hope that it actually is helpful to people.
It is. Yeah, we do hope that indeed. Ed asks, partner and I are 9 days out from our first cruise, which we are cruising on Carnival out Encounter, 8-day Vanuatu New Calando. A bit worried about seasickness.
All
Deb,
right,
what
I
would
want
you
to talk
suggest?
about that one. So I get seasick. I can look at the waves and get seasick. So I can 100% talk to you on this one. And I love cruising. I have found that Travel Calm works for me really well. I take one the night before I leave, and then I take one every single night, no matter what. You know, there's been cruises where the seas have been really calm and I probably didn't need to take it, but I just don't risk it. I take one every single night and I'm happy. Like, I've been in cyclones as well, and it has helped.
And you enjoy the cyclones.
I actually love a rocky ship now.
Yeah.
100% love it. So the first ever one I went on, I was down, sick. My daughter was down sick. My sister was down sick. All of us, my mum, everyone was really sick in that first one. And at that time, we found a different medication which no longer exists. But since then, I've done Travel Calm and I've not looked back.
And look, there are a few different types of Travacom. So, and we're not going to recommend one over another or whether Travacom's right or not right for you.
There's so many different ones.
Got to put the disclaimer here, right? But the packet we use is the one with
original.
the original, like the blue and gray logo on it, not the orange logo. But yeah, definitely speak to your pharmacist, get your advice that way.
But yeah, always pack it anyway. Even if you're a first cruiser, pack it.
Yeah. And like you said, you take yours the night before we leave and then each night when you go to bed.
Don't care. And at night, obviously, it doesn't make you drowsy then, or it helps you sleep.
It helps sleep.
If it does help. If it does affect you in that way, it's just going to help you sleep more.
One thing we would say, if you are a first-time cruiser, though, generally we would recommend trying to get a cabin that is midship and low if you can. Yes, that may cost a little more, but our advice is to do that because midship and low means like the rockiness of the ship and the roll of the ship. You're going to notice it a lot less when you are midship. And if you do start to feel off during the day, head midship.
Yeah.
Go down low.
Look at the horizon.
Get out on a deck and look at the horizon. Christine says, I've not found elevators to be an issue on Encounter. No, Encounter, they're not so much of an issue. But when we were on Splendor last year, we were pretty close to the lifts and the hallway sort of coming around in front of the door. And we found noise was with people moving up and down through that. It is
not the elevators that are the problem. It's the people.
Yeah.
And look, do you know what? You'll get that on any cruise. No matter where you go, you can't control that. You've got people who just want to yahoo up and down. So that doesn't matter.
Yeah. Look, you do get that.
Yeah, 100%.
Chris fam, Amy is here. Hello. And guys, Amy did
late come on.
Great. I'm not going to diss her too much. Well, as you know, I had that work issue on Friday night, missed her live stream, but
yes, sorry.
I have watched it in the interim. And guys, go and check out the replay of Amy's live stream from Friday night. It was absolutely some of the stories she shared from when she used to work on cruise ships were absolutely hilarious. Chantel shares that she always checks the deck plans when booking cruises. That way I can see what's above and below in proximity to lifts. We love 8120 on Carnival Encounter. We always book that one. Yeah.
Okay. I'll need to look at that one.
8120.
It was just past where we were. Yes.
Yep. So let me pull that up. So
that actually, haven't we had?
We've had 812. We've had 8121 before.
Oh, we're on the other side, I think. Yeah.
So it's 812.
Apart from being worried about people doing that jogging track, walking path, coming past your window. Well, I think we did it and we couldn't see in. Correct?
We went and checked.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were like, oh, it's nothing. Because we were in that room and it was a delayed sailing. And so we didn't realize that night. But then the next morning we were like, oh, hang on. Can people see in here?
But also I think that track got cut off at like 6 p.m. at night.
Yeah.
So people couldn't walk through there, but at 6 a.m. the next morning it was open.
It was open, but no noise. So it is a great room, definitely. Robert now, so if you go for a Cloud9 spa cabin on Luminosa, get one under the spa area. You get one under the spa area, not the deck area. That's good to know.
Good tip.
Christine says the only thing missing from moving out of Sydney is the sail away. It was a beauty.
100%.
Janice says came into Sydney on the Opera House, was quiet at 5:30 in the morning, singing absolute. Oh wow, that would have been amazing. That would have been pretty special. Desley has made it into the live. G'day, welcome on board for tonight. Trina says she also uses the Travelcom.
Excellent.
Pete has asked Robert Al what cabin they booked on the MSC cruise, and it was a deluxe balcony with partial view. Ali from Robert Ali says, I take travel sickness tablets every day, no matter what. Same as you, Deb. Even the vibration of the engines can set you off. Guest services always dispense good tablets. Some charge, some don't. That is another good point. If you do start to feel ill and you haven't taken your own tablets with you, by all means, head to guest services.
Yeah, they do have an array of different ones in there for you.
They do indeed. And if they don't have any at guest services, they will direct you down to the medical center.
100%.
So always good to know. Alrighty. So where are we at? Let's get into, guys, we're going to jump into a bit of cruise news, but in the meantime, we're going to, if you've got any questions that you want to ask us tonight, drop them in the chat. Mr. Gummit 68 says, sailing from White Bay in Sydney better than Circular Quay?
No.
There is some really split. There is some really
I've done both.
Yeah, there is some really split views, and I know your opinion is out of the OPT is the best.
It's iconic.
But some people love that, like that going under the. I know some people really love that. Oh, I got to sail under the harbour bridge. I don't know. I haven't done that yet.
No,
Well, not on a cruise ship.
I honestly felt like it was so much better going out of Circular Quay.
Yeah, you prefer that?
I was actually really disappointed the day. It was actually my first cruise out of Sydney. I was at Whites Bay.
Way back when.
But no, I 100% prefer it. But, is what it is. You're going on a cruise, so whatever.
Yep. Yeah, look, that's it. So, look, Mr. Gummit, I think at the end of the day, they are both spectacular, but I think, there is just Circular Quay does certainly seem to have an edge.
Certainly does.
I think. If anyone else has an opinion, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear that. I'm sure Mr. Gummit 68 would too. Alrighty.
What's your next news?
I was just going to say, Rob and Ali just said they used to have sailing under the Story Bridge when ships did that. Rob, mate, that was like 100.
You mean Gateway?
Yeah, I think so, because otherwise that means Rob's like 120 years old.
I was going to say I've not been on a ship at all that's gone on Story.
And I know my good mate Rob's older than me, but he's not that much older than me.
Under the Gateway, I agree, because it used to be like you would stand on the top deck and you literally could feel like you could almost touch the top.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%. Scylla agrees.
Yeah, Scylla agrees. It's Gateway Bridge. Yep. Amy says the Circular Quay is so much better. And Les says, gone are the days where cruise ships used to dock at Portside Wharf sailing under the Gateway Bridge. Very true, yeah.
Yeah, we miss that port. We really do.
Well, I mean, it was the first cruise we did together. We left out of the Portside port. So
100%.
All right. Look, you have your look, Rob's a good man. He's doing the ironing at the same time.
Of course you are.
You have your weekly.
I'll bring you mine.
You have your weekly tip of the week that you've now introduced into these live streams.
Yes.
I am now also going to introduce a meme or a capture or something of the week and some sort of image joke, whatever. And so this week, this one caught my eye. This was from Love Cruises on Facebook. And their clip this week was, you may call it a cruise ship, but I call it my emotional support vessel. This one gave me a good chuckle this week. I really thought, yep,
That'll do me.
Yep.
Yep.
100%.
Yeah, definitely. That gave me a bit of a chuckle, a bit of laugh. So there we go. Alrighty, now let's move into some cruise news.
Yeah, and then we'll fill you in on a couple of things that we've put up this week.
Yeah, because and there's been a few things this week. Nothing overly exciting. The most exciting thing for me this week was Royal Caribbean put out some information regarding Legend of the Seas, the next Icon class ship, which I'm just going to, for whatever reason, it's decided to muck around on me. Sorry, bear with me. Wish it here.
So where is Legend of the
look, we
Seas
can see them.
actually from? Where's it sailing out of?
Has not been confirmed yet.
Right.
So
it's just been finished.
It just floated out.
Right.
So it just did its float out a couple of weeks ago. But look at the stats on this. Like I want to bring this up. Like this is insane. And then I actually want to preview and break down a little bit of the video because they've, as well as putting the stats out this week for what Legend is, Royal Caribbean have also put out a little video. I want to show you something. I want to get your opinion and get the opinion of our wonderful viewers.
I haven't seen this yet, so I'm with you guys.
So they've got dining. They've got a number of things here: coastal kitchen, main dining room, El Loco Fresh. This is an Icon class ship. 20 decks in total. 18 of them are guest decks. 2,350 crew. 2,800 staterooms. 5,610 guests at double occupancy. That's not full occupancy. That's double. So, yeah, look at this thing. 364 meters long, 66 meters wide. 8 neighborhoods. Like, just these Icon class ships are just amazing. Now, it is due for its maiden voyage on the 11th of July, 2026, which is very cool. Now, I want to get into this. Let's share this video. So, the railway, this is a dining experience on Legend. Now they do have one of these already on one of their ships, but they're doing a new version. You've got audio, guys. Let us know. How cool is this?
So is that the footage they're seeing? Is that not real?
No. So yeah, how cool is that? Like that's like a virtual you basically go on like a virtual railway on the unfortunately we're saying no audio. Oh dang nabbit.
Not that it did too much. I think the footage probably was good enough on that one.
It was showing us playing, which is odd. My apologies, guys. Look, I'll show you. Saw the visuals anyway, so that's fine. We'll keep moving through. But you saw the visuals there, so it's like a virtual dining cart on a you actually sit and you have the experience of the fine dining that you would have on a railway. What they're doing with this one is so it's more like a Silk Road kind of route for the scenery and that coming through. And that's
so what is the scenery though? I wonder, like where is it showing you?
Yeah,
depending where it is. I just wonder whether or not it shows
along some sort of silk route. Yeah, so
interesting.
That's really cool. And then the other one, Deb, I think you're gonna like this. So this is the Hollywoodland Supper Club. This is very cool. I believe this goes. The next one is Hollywoodland Supper Club. So it has even like cocktails, unlike something like Bolero's, this is actually a dining experience. So it's not just the bar, it's the dining. So how cool is that?
Yeah.
Is that a reason for us to try and
100%.
I'm enlisting you guys to help me convince Deb that we need to go on sail
You
on
do
Legend.
not need to convince me.
Excellent, sweet. So we're going on Legend. Woo!
We've been trying to sort of work out if we could get onto Icon or
Get on Icon.
Start Legend, whatever
Or
it may
Legend,
be.
yeah.
Like we are looking at all of those and whether we can make those ones work.
We are. My question to everyone in the chat is: would you sail? Like, would you sail on an Icon class, or do you think it's too big? There's a lot of conversation going on at the moment around, the ships becoming the destination as opposed to the ports. The ports are a bonus, blah blah blah. But like, what do you think? Would you do experiences like that when you see a video like that and that sort of footage? Does that attract you to want to, make you more inclined to book a ship like that? Keen to know your thoughts.
I want to try it before I can comment on it.
Scylla says too big.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to see how the zones work. Like they create these neighborhoods. Like they have the different neighborhoods, and so I actually wonder. I'm curious to know. Like, can you kind of go on a cruise and kind of just immerse yourself in a neighborhood here, and then neighborhood and a theme, like this sort of a theme, and then the next cruise it's that. So it just adds a bit more to it.
Yeah, I want to do it so we can actually make those comments.
Make those comments, yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Government 6 here says, yes, sign me up. I think they're perhaps too big for me, but I'm going to try it for sure, definitely.
Yeah.
Can't wait to sail on an Icon class. We've been on a Oasis class and loved it. So much to see and do. Icon looks incredible. Rowan says we would go on Icon, but only if it was 7 days. I thought some Icon class ships did 3 to 5 days. Yeah, at the moment they're mostly doing those shorter ones.
Yeah, I don't know whether you could actually, grasp the whole experience.
I think
in 3 to 5 days.
And this is what we were talking about so Legend stars this year, Legends next year. They do Legend is doing a European season, a med season, and we at one point we can't make it work dates wise, unfortunately. But we were looking at doing the transatlantic because one thought we had when we discussed was that would be the perfect opportunity to really immerse yourself in an Icon class where you're not doing port days. You're not, having 2 or 3 or 4 ports. You're in within a couple of days, or only having 4 days on the ship. You're 8 days at sea.
Yeah.
So, which is a lot of people don't like the idea of lots of sea days, but on an
to learn a ship,
and learn an Icon class ship,
100%.
Noni says it would depend on the cost
Noni.
of those experiences. Very true. Bex is 100%
She's in.
yes. Robin Alley would definitely do it, but would have to be a long cruise to be able to see and enjoy it all. I think that's it, right? And this is why I'm very hopeful that that Royal Caribbean do end up putting an Icon class on the west coast of the US. It makes more sense for us, like, to be able to just fly to the US and do an Icon class, and even if we had to do like a back to back,
yeah, you would if you're going to go that
like
far.
do like 3 or a 7 day, like 2 3s or a 3 and a 4, as opposed to going all the way to the west coast just to do it. It would be easier doing it.
100%.
Les says it would depend on prices and length of voyage. Would need to be a minimum of 8 nights to explore the whole ship experience. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Les, if you are ever thinking about it, do look at one. As Royal Caribbean release and announce the Icon class ships built in Europe, they then have to do their transatlantic voyages back to the US where they get based. So it could be an option for you to consider. Bag drop would definitely need to be a minimum of 7 nights. Yeah, definitely. Tisha says would love the experience. It would blow my mind.
100%.
Definitely.
I'm with you.
Nikki and Howard say too big. Christine says too big for my liking, but maybe we'll consider the consider a trans-Pacific because the amount of time to explore the ship, but that amount of people. Yeah, it's a bit
100%.
It would be interesting to really wrap the head around. I mean, a lot of people say that Quantum, they don't want to cruise on Quantum or Quantum class ships because they think they're too big and they're too crowded. So far,
I've not found that quantum class ships have been too great. They are
No.
big, but not crowded. My concern is with them doing the amplifying of the quantum class ships, because with them doing the amplification, and we're seeing this with Ovation next year,
Mhm.
they're adding all those extra cabins in.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, look, it's not a huge amount of cabins, but it is. I mean, it's a
It's
few.
chunky.
Can I sidebar on this, or do you
Sure,
want to
go
keep
for it.
going? Just for anyone that didn't catch, we did put a video up this week doing an overall recap of our Trans-Pacific cruise. So if that is something that you're interested in, like Christine in particular, like if you're looking at that, yeah, jump on and have a look. We did a bit of a 10 tips on that, and the feedback that we've got, so many people are saying, I needed this video before I went on it. We needed that video before we went on it because there wasn't a lot around. So we do hope that people are finding that one really interesting. Like, we're getting some great comments from it. But jump on and have a look at that if you're interested. And then we've got a daily vlog of that whole cruise. But if you're interested in, that was an 18-night cruise for us, doing from Hawaii back to Brisbane.
Yeah, so we actually, with that video, we actually, it ended up being more 10 categories than 10 tips, right? There was so
pretty
many
much.
more hints and tips in that. But if you are or have ever considered doing a Trans-Pacific cruise, take a look at that video. We've actually had some really good feedback on it, and we're answering lots of questions on it. We love it. We are trying to work out as well when we can do another Trans-Pacific cruise. We'd do one in a heartbeat.
It was just a nice holiday, and I would class it as holiday. While we did filming and everything, we did have a lot of downtime.
Yeah, it was great. Noni says Chris Wong did a 3 or 4 nights on Star, and he said it wasn't long enough to experience the whole ship. And he's worked on. Yep, very true.
There you go.
And he worked on. Yeah, was it Star? No, he did do Icon as well. I think, from memory, like he was part of the launch crew for Icon, because Star only just launched. So last year,
I think because he went from.
He was on Icon,
Anthem?
finished Icon, went on to, and then he ended up on Quantum. So he did the Quantum season.
Yeah.
He was here in Australia at the beginning of the year. Now he's doing his own thing. He's no longer working for Royal, which is very cool. Ali says, rethinking big ships. If you were in a hotel in a holiday resort town, you would love the different places and restaurants you go to. Very true.
Yeah, that's a good
Very
point.
true. And this is it. I mean, really, these are floating resorts when they're getting to this size, aren't they?
Absolutely.
So, I feel these are warm weather ships. I'd be worried about doing transatlantic with potential bad weather. That's a lot of ship that you wouldn't be able to enjoy, very possibly.
Take those seasickness tablets.
Yeah.
That might help.
Christine says, your video, the Trans-Pacific, is watch might consider it.
Thanks, Christine.
Linda also says the same. She really enjoyed the 10 tips video. Any predictions on what cruising would look like in the next 3 to 5 years for Brisbane and Sydney, bringing bigger ships? Les, I'm working on a predictions video at the moment. So I will, it's taking a little bit of research. I'm trying to put together, I've got a number of thoughts and processes and different bits of information we've been given and everything over the years that I'm just putting together. And I will have more. I'm hoping to have that video out in the next month or so. But yeah, I'm putting a lot of time and research into that one.
And it's only going to be a prediction.
Yeah, it will only ever be a prediction. That's exactly right. I did it last year in Luminosa. Would definitely do it again. Yes, Luminosa is on the way back on her Trans-Pacific right now. Shell, for those of you that know cruise director Shell, she is on board now. She met the ship in Tahiti.
Nice.
And is doing the cruise director handover and everything.
She's fantastic.
She is. So she will be on Luminosa for most of the Brisbane cruise season. So that'll be great. CJ Sims says the way to explore an Icon would be 3 back-to-back cruises together. Yeah, pretty much. I think so.
You just need to look at the price though, because
Yeah.
sometimes it can actually add up.
Those icon class ships can be very
more.
expensive. Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you know much about the amplification of the quantum class ships? I heard Jamie's is going. Yes, it is going.
is.
It is becoming.
Oh my gosh. Something Italian.
Giovanni's.
Oh, Giovanni's.
It's becoming Giovanni's.
Yes.
And Wonderland is going
well.
and becoming the Izumi Hibachi, I believe, and down towards where the photo lab area is where and towards the Royal
Extra
Theatre
cabins.
is where extra cabins are going in.
Not sure where they're going to put the photo gallery, but yeah, it is taking over cabins. I think we've got a bunch of pictures. We might need to get those together and look at those.
I've got some links, Katrina. So, and I know you've been in our DMs before, so I'll flick you a link to some messages on that, and I will put a note down there because I do get forgetful. What have we got?
All right, we did San Francisco. All right, speak, Deb.
We
did San Francisco to Sydney. That was great with P&O. Nice. So yeah, you do see a lot of those ones that not only can you go like Trans-Pacific, but then you can go further on and do up to LA, San Fran, wherever it may be. So yeah, there's lots of those ones around.
Yeah. CK, because this is, I think it used to come. Quantum class will be renowned and remembered as a classic and the best ever ship class. 747 ships. Yeah,
we love it.
I agree. It will be, much like 747 was the queen of the skies. Quantum class, I think, will go down as. I totally agree. One of the best ship classes.
We can't wait to get back on.
Yeah.
Although we're actually on Anthem in 3 weeks.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
We are indeed. Genesis Pesky Parrot. Pesky Parrot is going where the Bionic Bar is.
Yes, I was going to say the robot.
And yes, they are changing the layout of the music hall to put additional poker machines in. I believe.
They're actually putting a lot.
Yeah.
Of extra area into the casino.
Yeah. So, but there have been some inconsistencies, like with the different ships. So, Ovation. So Anthem had already had the extended casino that runs down along the back of Music Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Quantum got that in the upgrades.
Yeah.
When it dry docked in December, and now Ovation's going to get that same sort of treatment. So, Nanny Rose says Music Hall is one of our favorite locations on Quantum Class. Hopefully, they don't do the same for the ships other than Ovation. Look, I think in reality they will. Adrian has a video on the updates to Quantum Class. Yes, he does. We've done, I'm sure we did one as well. Maybe we covered it in a live stream.
Yeah, I can't remember. I know we have talked about this, but I don't know where.
So will be interesting to see how it all goes. But yeah, Adrian's video is a really good one. So if you haven't seen that, do go and check out his channel and have a look there. All right. Do we have any other questions tonight?
Oh, before we get into the questions, I was literally just going to say, I don't know whether any of you saw my video on the daylight savings this week. That was the most hilarious morning. So I decided to just record a short video on it. But obviously, New South Wales changed their daylight saving time on Sunday morning at like 2 a.m. or whatever it may be. And we needed to be up at 8:30 that morning. And so I got up, as I do, like a good hour or so before. And I'm sitting around and had my coffee, just wanted to sort of chill before, make sure these boys were up. 8:15, I'm like upstairs going, come on, guys, come on, get up, get up. And then Matt sends me a message saying, why are you waking me up an hour before I need to? And I'm like, I'm not. It's 8:30, get up. And he's sending me all these screenshots of the actual times. I actually got into my phone and it was auto timing. So I have no idea why it decided to tell me I was in Sydney, apart from the fact that maybe it wanted me to go to Sydney to do a cruise. That's the only thing I was thinking. But I don't know if anyone got caught out on that. I think there was a few people who did comment on our channel about that one, but that was hilarious.
It was a good chuckle on Sunday morning and a fun way to
you
wake up.
just kept laughing at me all day.
Les asks, at a point in time where Voyager was the largest ship to sail out of Australia, and now we've got Anthem and Quantum, what other ships would you like to see enter the Australian cruise market? I'm really curious to see what the Discovery class will be like.
Yeah.
But the thing that got me excited, and this, let me just stress, what I'm about to show you means absolutely nothing. It's purely an artist impression and concept image. But earlier this year, and we covered this in another live stream, Port of Brisbane released their Brisbane Port 2060 Vision 2060 document, the Vision 2060 document for the Port of Brisbane. And this image came up. And that very much to me looks like, right here, an Oasis class ship. We discussed this at the time. And I was like, hell yeah, that's what I want. That's what I would love to see out of Brisbane. It's pretty much the only port that can handle an Oasis class ship in Australia. I want an Oasis class ship in Australia.
I want to try it first.
Oh, I want it.
Before I, hand out too many comments, but I certainly want it. I want to try it. And I think in particular, with Noah being a teenager and just wanting activities galore, maybe the bigger ships will provide that as well. Yeah.
Extreme House, do you know when Quantum goes into dry dock? Quantum went into dry dock at the end of last year. So when she came down to Australia, that's why she had a short season in Australia over the last summer. That was because she was in dry dock and didn't come to Australia until December. And that was dry docked in Singapore. Linda mentions, just thought I might mention, I'll be wearing my cassette tape costume on Friday night. Boombox 80s are playing in Mackay. Oh, there you go.
Oh, look out.
Have fun.
Make sure you send us a picture.
Linda says, I live in Queensland, work in New South Wales, so stay on New South Wales time, but I still get confused all the time. Oh my gosh,
I couldn't deal with that.
That would drive me nuts. Robert Al said there was personal local community Facebook page asking why the shops weren't open. Hilarious. All right.
I actually sidebar. And to the beautiful lady, if she does join I was literally at work last week, and I walked out of my office and into my main area, and this woman's come up. It's like, Deb. And I'm like, oh, hi. Just thinking, obviously, I'd met her before during my work, and she's like, I watch your YouTube. I love it. It was the first moment where I've gone, and I think we've talked about this, and I think we've talked it with Rob and Al as well, is being outside of the cruising network and then somebody actually recognizing you. It was the most bizarre thing ever.
Yeah.
It was cool, and I appreciate it.
Oh, you came home bounding
what on
around.
Earth?
You were bounding around when that happened.
It's the weirdest feeling.
You were, oh my God, look what happened today at work. It was very cool. It was very cool. You were buzzing from it. So this is the ship class that Rob wants in Australia. And this is the mighty Meraviglia class.
Meraviglia.
So, very, nearly 6,000 passengers. So, pushing those numbers of the Oasis class anyway, really. But look at this, like this dome. Like,
oh wow,
that's
how beautiful!
Pretty impressive. All right, what else? Who else? What do you guys want? What do you want to see? Deidre says she wants to see an Oasis class ship in Brisbane. That would be cool. Linda said she's going to send you a photo.
Nice.
Oasis class ship would definitely change the Australian cruise industry as it did when Quantum entered Brisbane cruising scene. Definitely would. All right, let's do a Oasis versus Meraviglia debate video. Okay, cool. You're on, mate. Let's do it. Let's get it on. We'll do that.
It's another cruise I need to book.
Linda says you're YouTube famous. And I'm hoping for a world-class MSC ship, Rob. Look, Pete, I don't think we will necessarily see a world-class ship ported here, but look, there's been you may get a stop it. I could see MSC, if they do put a world-class ship in Asia, which I think's possible. I think, you know, they may come and do a show and tell down in Australia as part of that, but just to kind of then tease it to the Australian market and try and attract people up into Asia, whether that's going to be Singapore or Hong Kong, who knows? But yeah.
You actually all might be very proud of us. So I think we've talked about many times in the past weeks about we haven't booked anything for 2026. We've actually booked some stuff for 2026. So, yeah, we're literally doing the Aussie Classics. I think then we've got Anthem in February, and then we've got at the beginning of February, and then we've got Voyager at the end of February, which I think is a wiggly sailing.
And then we've got...
So we're going to actually do some footage on that. We've done the pre-wiggly sailing, but we're going to do a video just for those that are interested in, you know,
wiggly sailings, what they're going to be.
I mean, yes, we'll get our wags on and our Dorothy on, whatever, but we will do some, no, this one.
Choo, chugga, chugga, big red car.
You can do your wiggle figures.
I can do my wiggle figures.
You can. It's going to be his cruise all over. But yeah, no, we have booked those. So at least we've got those booked for 2026. I think it's going to be Matt's wiggly cruising.
I'm going to have a lot of fun doing that. I'm going to get a Wheels costume to go with it. But yes, let's dive in. Cruising Tea Lady say they want Cunard and Virgin to come back. I could see Cunard are at least going to make appearances in Australia. Virgin, I don't see them coming back anytime soon. And if they do, they need to be smart, and it needs to be Brisbane. Like I just basing out of Sydney or Melbourne, it's just not going to work, I don't think, for them. Bagdrop says there with Pete, they love a world-class ship in region. Really important point there, in region, not in Australia, but in region. I think that's the big thing. Linda C says she'd love a racer class in Brisbane. Also would like an edge class in Brisbane too. We all would love. I would just love Celebrity to do some more cruises out of Brisbane. That would be nice.
We're looking at that one as well at the moment, aren't we?
Yeah, we've got a few. Edge class would be great. Are you doing Discovery 3-day in March? Did that one work out? No, we couldn't. That was a date conflict.
We're looking at Crown potentially.
Yeah,
again.
we were trying to.
But we also looked at that Discovery one in March, and the price was like triple.
Yeah.
It was incredible. You're looking at it was like $1,000 for 3 days.
For two people. Oh, for one.
Each.
For one. Yeah, each, yeah.
So I don't know if don't know if I want to do that one for that amount of money.
Yeah. All right. So Rob is saying Oasis, Meraviglia, or Edge. All right. We need to find the Edge advocate. And Rob, we will do a debate, and then we can put that video out, and we will let the cruise community decide.
100%.
CK say when Lilliput opens, I predict an Oasis class ship from Brisbane for the opening season, then at least one RCI in AU for the season. Celebrity ship year round. I agree. Oh, something happened. Something happened, and some cruise forums that we are on, mentioned Lilliput last week. So last week we touched on the fact that Celebrity launched their 27-28 cruise season, released that. And apparently for a very, very brief period of time, the Trans-Pacific cruise in the travel agents back-end system showed Lilliput, and then it disappeared. So Celebrity announced the Lilliput sailing before Royal had actually, apparently. So I was not able to verify that. We don't have access to the agent systems but this did appear, and this comment was made, this claim was made by multiple people on a number of cruise forums and bulletin boards and discussion forums. Okay. So that was for the Celebrity Edge October 27 sailing.
Nice. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing, obviously Lilliput opening and when it's going to open and then what that brings. So much to watch this space on. for that.
Definitely. More ships all year round, please. I want more choice. Definitely. Look, I think the one thing to remember is if we get more ships, we're not necessarily, and we get more choice, we may not necessarily, though, get more choice of destinations. And I think that's just something to remember moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
And even looking at celebrities' itinerary, yes, there's a bit of a mix-up. There's in terms of they're starting to get, there's a few different things in there, like New Zealand and does appear and stuff. But I think you'll see itinerary changes come once the Lelepa announcements are made officially as to when the opening date is.
Yeah.
We are looking into that at the moment. We're trying to find out some background information. We're working on something there. But yeah, definitely something to look at. NCL, I think it's meant to be NCL. I don't know. DCL's new bigger ships will be out of Singapore. Look, most of the newer bigger ships will go to Singapore. The reality is it's flyable for a lot of the Australian population to get to Singapore.
Mind it.
We don't mind flying to Singapore to cruise. And the Asian market for cruising is huge.
Mm-hmm.
So
100%.
Anyway, there we go.
Did you have anything else you wanted to cover before the end of the night?
I'm hoping, like, there hasn't been a lot tonight.
No, it's funny. Like we lead into all of these lives and we're like, oh my gosh, what do we need to cover? And we have a bunch of things, but it kind of just flows.
Yeah, it does. Kinko,
we appreciate your comments for that.
We do indeed. Kinko Cruises say, did RC buy Lelepa or is it just a destination port there? Can currently do day tours there from Port Vila. Yes, you can currently do day tours there from Port Vila. Most of those day tours, though, tend to be to the southern part of the Lelepa Island, where the main community is. The Lelepa day resort, day experience, beach club experience, whatever it's going to be called, is at the northern end of the island. And it's, from what I understand, it's a lease arrangement with the chief of the island. Les says, what are your best tips to secure best prices for cruising?
Oh my gosh, that can vary so much. So we do sign up to every one of the different cruise lines for specials. Whenever we're booking a cruise, it'll drop down on different cruise specials and things like that. So I would say sign up is the biggest thing for everyone. Then within each cruise, you can jump on and do loyalty benefits with like casinos and things like that. So if you're a player or want to play those games, then you can get extra, what do you call it? Loyalty cruises and stuff like that.
So look, we mentioned a couple of weeks ago, it's another video that we're working on at the moment, and Deb and I have both been, as we've been looking at specials and doing some bookings recently, putting together, like we've been noting down, we've got pads on our desk writing down and noting what websites or what emails or things. And we're actually going to do a video on this where we talk through all the different cruise websites that we use and how we compare things. Compare prices, compare options. So
yeah, 100%.
But look, at the end of the day, best price varies, and we're going to talk about that a bit more because a $50 more fare can actually have exponentially more value to it.
Yeah, when you get OBC on onboard credit, or you get your gratuities involved, or your what's the word for onboard.
I don't know. I don't know where you're going with that.
Oh my gosh! So on like Carnival, like you get drinks in casinos.
Oh yeah, with the different offers that you could get, whether from casino benefits or
Anyway,
or not.
There is lots.
There's a whole lot of different.
It's a huge video, to be honest.
It's going to be a big one. We were initially thinking of doing it in a live stream, but it's a bit more, so it'll be a video on it. So. Christine says NCL's changed the main dining room menus and now charging for the second main. I actually think it's for the second entree. Christine, that's my understanding, was it was for the second entree, and I think that's a bit cheap.
Yeah, like why?
It used to be a thing, kind of. You could go on and try a bit of everything, like cruise culture.
Yeah, 100%.
Get and try new things. Right? If I don't like it, that's okay. I don't need to worry too much. I understand they're trying to reduce wastage.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one either.
Anyway, with that, let's see where we're at for tonight. I don't think there's any more questions there. So on that point, at that moment of the night, I'm losing my words as well. I'm as bad as you tonight. We might wrap up there.
Me. Wow.
Americans call their mains entrees. Yes, they do. It's bizarre. Yeah,
True.
it's bizarre.
Anyway, I think we are going to wrap this up. Yep.
We are.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
It's been fun as always hanging out.
Always great to just have a chat, even though we're talking to a screen. You guys make it so great with all your comments and questions. We do appreciate it. We will be with you again next Wednesday night.
Yes.
With some more cruise news and whatever else we've been up to.
Hopefully it's a busier week in the cruise scene. News-wise.
Let's go with that.
And guys, one thing I would say, Clear, the Cruise Line Industry Association, they are running their cruise month. So you're putting tags, posts out about cruising, do the hashtag love cruising tag just to get in on that, promoting of cruising and the love of it. How great it is for the Australian economy, for our family adventures and making memories as well. And we will see you next week.
See you next week.